it's Amy Scott Grant, the spiritual ass kicker, and I'm back with another quick tip for you on how to get unstuck. This time we're talking specifically about relationships. Now, there's a lot of different types of relationships you can get stuck in. It's not just about romantic relationships, partners, and spouses, right? You can be stuck in a rut with your teenager, your kids, your siblings, your parents, your boss, your neighbor, your social community, right? Like the people that you hang out with. Maybe it's always game night at someone's house with beer and with margaritas and, I don't know, Mexican appetizers or something. That sounds pretty good. Maybe you should invite me the next time you have one of those. Or maybe it's, you and your partner always go to dinner and a movie. Or maybe, it's easy to get stuck in a rut, not just where you're going and what you're doing, but you can get stuck in a rut sexually, emotionally, conversationally. Like, do you find you're talking about the same stuff over and over? Do you feel like you can't share your feelings? You can't talk about what's going on with you? In a lot of couples, it ends up being all kids all the time. And so the couple doesn't have any time or any way to just relate to each other. Maybe you never talk about dreams and goals. Maybe you never talk about fears and worries. So there's lots of different ways you can get into this kind of rut, right? And so it's good to know that everyone goes through this. No one is immune to this, right? Don't you think, I kind of think it would be funny. I know, and I don't normally talk about biblical stuff, but can't you totally picture Jesus and Mary and God all being stuck in a rut? Mary being I don't know, he just won't freaking listen to me. He's stubborn, just like you, hey, don't put this on me. They probably have this whole back and forth, and Jesus is just whatever, I got miracles to do. Excuse me, can't really talk to you guys right now, whatever. I don't know, I think I might have just made Jesus gay, but that's going to piss some people off. Oh, well, I'm still talking because you can't stop me. All right, where are we? We're talking about being stuck in a rut. Yes, and then I had this weird fantasy about, I could just see it. I can see it, right? Again with the temple, right? Because Mary was Jewish, so she would talk again with the temple. What are you doing? Oh my God, it's hysterical in my head the way it's playing out. Wish you could see it. At any rate, there are lots of ways that you can get unstuck in a relationship, right? You can use pattern shatter, which go check out the video on that if you haven't seen it already. You can untangle, but there's a specific way to untangle, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. Because in relationships, a lot of times what happens is you end up using, I don't mean you personally, I mean anybody, but I'm talking to you right now, right? I'm talking to you. Are you talking to me? Yes, I'm talking to you. Okay, is you are using your partner or the other person you're in a relationship with as an excuse for not doing what you want to do, right? So whether that's, I really like to go outside, but she's not much of an outdoor person, or he really hates hiking. So what? Oh my God, so what? He hates hiking, so you're forbidden from hiking ever? No, you're totally using him as an excuse. Now, I'm going to tell you honestly and personally, I did this in business for a long time, right? My husband and I were in the same business, and I felt like I was doing all this great stuff and doing all this personal development, but he wasn't doing anything. And so I totally used him as an excuse for my lack of success. And I will tell you, personal responsibility, that is a tough pill to swallow, for sure. But once I finally did, I had to take ownership of the fact that I wasn't moving forward because I wasn't moving forward. It had nothing to do with him. It wasn't I was making sales and then he was calling up those people and being screw you, don't buy from us. Really, I don't know. It's amazing to me now that I thought I could actually legitimately blame him for my lack of success, really. But it happens all the time. We blame our other people for our lack of freedom, unless they have you locked in a closet, a la VC Andrews, Flowers in the Attic. which I seriously doubt, because how are you watching this video right now if that's your situation? Right? Then of course you have the freedom. Like, go do it. You want to go hiking, your partner doesn't like to sweat, go hiking, right? Oh, I don't like to go hiking myself. Go find a friend. Oh my God, there are so many people, like seriously, move to Colorado because people are freaking obsessed with hiking in this state. But go find other people that like to hike and do something with them, because the worst thing that might happen is you might have to give up the fact that you're blaming your partner for your lack of freedom or your lack of success. You might actually meet some pretty cool people that are into the same stuff that you're into, and it can probably end up strengthening your relationship because of that whole thing about absence makes the heart grow fonder. It's only cliche because it's true. Okay, so go out there, do what you want to do. If your partner doesn't want to do it, that's okay. They don't have to, right? That doesn't mean you can't. Go do it, have fun, and I'll see you in the next video.